Welcome to the Cardiac Arrhythmias and Obesity Research Lab. I'm Kedar Anas, Assistant Professor in the Department of Physiology and Biophysics and an adjunct faculty in the Department of Biomedical Engineering at University at Buffalo. For this episode, I wanted to share my perspective on the teaching component of your recruiting visit. It's not a common element of your evaluation process. Most of the time, it's a job talk and a chalk talk, but sometimes they may ask for a teaching seminar as well. Uh, Again, I don't have anything much to add other than typically they will assign you a topic in advance, and it's a 30 to 45-minute session. So you prepare your slides accordingly, follow the same best practices on what makes for a good presentation slide, less verbose, more pictures, less words, use the slides as a prop. But a few things I do like to do for my teaching component, teaching slides, is at the beginning of the presentation, I like to have a set agenda so the audience knows what content will be covered. And then in addition, I also like to have a list of questions that they can answer at the end of the presentation, which if they do, will be a good take home knowledge after the teaching seminar. So those are the two slides that I have had in my teaching seminar presentations, where I set the first slide to be, okay, this is the topic I'm going to cover. These are the subcomponents that will be covered. The second slide has been typically a list of questions related to each of those topics that I expect the audience to be able to answer at the end of the presentation. And then the next few slides effectively covers each topic in as much depth as can be possible within the time constraint. And then towards the end, after the presentation, I do a recap and then go over the questions listed in the second slide, and then interact with the audience to see how much they were able to answer those questions. And that gives you a good feedback on how well you were able to give a teaching seminar. Now, again, this is not the only way to give a teaching seminar. Everyone has their own style. And there are much better teachers than I am. But as far as being able to articulate a topic and start with an end in mind, and then walking them through the content, and then having a periodic check to see how well they remember, that is the approach I took, and it seemed to work well for me. So you can use that approach for your teaching seminar if you get an opportunity to do so. I only got teaching seminars twice during my recruiting journey. So it was not as common. But when I did get those opportunities, this was the approach I took. And perhaps that might work for you as well. So that pretty much covers the job talk, the chalk talk, and the teaching aspect of the recruiting visit. Over the next couple of episodes, we'll look at what a startup package entails. If you did great on your job talk and your chalk talk, and the department and the recruiting committee was impressed by you, they will start negotiating with you on your startup package. So what goes into a startup package? What should you ask for? What can you ask for? What can you not ask for? Those are some important elements that I'll cover in the next couple of episodes. Hope to see you then.